I don't know if I should like mention pricing in this video, like what I spent and if it was like worth. So I'll actually probably go through that. I feel like that's like an interesting, like it's like for what I paid, was it worth it? Hey besties, and welcome back to my channel. Today's a really exciting video and I'm really excited to do it. It's the first time that I'm doing something like this. But I wanted to rate my 2021 designer purchases. Not all of them actually were a purchase. I'm actually doing like rating all my designer pieces that I own because I only started collecting late in 2020. But I know that the trend for this video is like rating my 2021 designer purchases, but the bulk of them were purchased last year anyway, so it's not the end of the world. So I thought that it would be really fun to just kind of go through the pieces that I've purchased from different designers and to actually rate them, whether I regret buying them or I'm still really happy with them. Yeah, there's not too much. Obviously, I don't have like a whole collection, but there's definitely 3 bags, 2 shoes, and 2 pairs of necklaces that I want to get through. So if you're interested, then just keep on watching. So to start, I want to start with my favorite purchase literally ever. It was my dream bag, and I cannot believe that I still own this bag. Genuinely, I bought it almost a year ago. It is my classic Chanel double flap. This bag is literally my dream bag. It's obviously a little bit worn out, but I kind of like the vintage factor of these bags. So I really like that it does look a little bit more worn out. It kind of gives it more character, I find. This bag is 10 out of 10. Like honestly, I have 0 regrets buying this bag. It's just literally the most beautiful bag I've ever seen in my life. So 0 regrets there. And this purchase is one that I will probably cherish forever. I feel like I'm never gonna get rid of her. She's always gonna be part of my collection. Definitely was worth the splurge. I don't know if I should like mention pricing in this video, like what I spent and if it was like worth. So I'll actually probably go through that. I feel like that's like an interesting, like it's like for what I paid, was it worth it? So I actually found this one off of Facebook Marketplace. It was crazy. She was selling it for $4 grand, and this is all in Canadian, by the way. And I negotiated for $3,500 and she accepted. So I ended up purchasing it for $3,500. It did not come with an authenticity card, but there was proof of authentication that she had, that she sent me, that it was sent and reviewed and the authenticity was 100% legit. So obviously I was able to prove authenticity there. So you should be careful on Marketplace because I know that there are like a lot of scams and people trying to scam you for like fake bags and stuff. So do your research for sure. So I purchased this beauty for $3,500 on Marketplace. She's definitely the most expensive bag that I own, actually the most expensive designer product in general that I own, but she was so worth it. I'm in love, 10 out of 10, would purchase again. Hurt the bank account, but it didn't hurt that bad once I had this beauty on my shoulder because she's stunning. And also these bags, they never really lose value. Like if you take good care of them, the price always skyrockets every few years. So she's a classic and I'm so happy that I purchased her. The next designer piece that I've purchased for bags was my Jacquemus Le Grand Chiquito bag. This is what it looks like. I paid, I want to say 1,100 Canadian for this. I bought it brand new off of Essence. Love the color. I've done a whole actual like review video for this. So if you're interested in watching it, I will have the swipe in here, so you guys can go through like a whole review of this bag. Definitely worth the price. Like I find Jacquemus are really good, like not too expensive starter piece. Obviously still you're gonna pay a pretty penny, it's designer, but they're not like outrageous like a $3,500 Chanel bag. So I feel like it's a good like starter designer to work with. And their pieces are really classic too. Like I find this is such a classic look and I love the chocolate brown. Like that's really what sold me on this bag. So yeah, I would say she has like scratched kind of easily because of the leather, which is just typical of this kind of material. But definitely give it like a 9 out of 10, like no regrets, but like the Chanel, like it's just 10 out of 10. So I'm gonna give her a 9 out of 10. She's a great, more casual kind of bag to have. And I really love it. Like you can fit a lot in here. This is actually the bag that I'm using as of late. So love it, love her so much. Definitely don't regret buying at all. And I'm really happy to have her part of my collection. I feel like she'll be around for a while too. The next bag is the Prada Re-Edition nylon bag. The one with the strap here, with the little pouch. She's like, she hasn't been used in a while, but it's this one. I think this one I purchased a while ago. I think this one is $14.50 before tax. I don't really remember 100% what I paid. This one definitely is a little bit of a regret. She was a very trendy piece, and although I do like her, like I find she's a trendy piece. Like she's still cute. I wouldn't buy again. Like I shouldn't have purchased it. I don't wear it nearly enough to justify the price of it. Again, she's not an ugly bag, she's a cute bag. I still like that it's like black, it still goes with some fits, but I just find for like my style, especially now, like it's a lot more classic, and this is a little bit more, like I said, like trendy. I don't really love silver hardware. Obviously like the Jacquemus and the Chanel are gold hardware. So yeah, I mean, I really haven't worn this one in a hot minute, I'm not gonna lie. So I think I regret buying this one. I would not purchase again. The quality is like there, like it's nylon. It's okay, like it's a cute bag. If you really like it, like it's a good quality bag, but I just, for the price, I don't think I should have purchased it. So I do have a little, like some regrets with this one. It was actually my first like designer bag that I purchased. So yeah, it was a little bit more impulsive. Okay, now moving on to shoes. This is actually my first designer purchase ever, these pairs of shoes, and still one of my favorites to this day. They're a little bit dirty, so I apologize. It is the Balenciaga Tripls S. This is what they look like. This is the bottom. Like they're a little bit dirty, so I apologize, but I'm just gonna hold one up because they are a little bit heavy. I love these shoes, you guys. Like to this day, these are like my favorite sneakers. I love these so much. I got these half off because at the time my sister was actually working at Essence. So I got these half off, believe it or not. I wish I was into designer before, like when my sister was working there, because she's not there anymore. But I could have gotten so many pieces. She gets 50% off. So I could have gotten so many other pieces, but it's fine. So I ended up paying, I think, $550 before tax for these Canadian, but they are, I think, 1,100 Canadian without any discount. So yeah, but I paid $550 for them. No regrets. Like I would have paid full price for these. I love them so much. These are some of my favorite pairs of shoes. I'm obsessed. Like I find these classic. I love how they're neutral colored. Like they go with a lot. They give you that like street style casual vibe. I can take these grocery shopping, or if I'm like shooting cute outfits outside, like these just go with so much. They're definitely chunky. They're not for everyone, and they do take some getting used to when you walk with them because they're so wide. So it's a challenge to walk in these. I'm not gonna lie. Like you gotta practice a little bit to get used to them, but otherwise, zero regrets. Like I love these shoes. I love them. So definitely don't regret buying. And these will probably forever be part of my collection. I don't think I'll ever sell those. The next pair of shoes are my Prada loafers, obviously. So this is what they look like. I got them in black. It's just like the classic Prada loafers. I bought these off Holt Renfrew in February. No, for my birthday. So it was in March. And I believe they were $12.50 on their website before tax. These are such a classic shoe, you guys. Like, these are what they look like. They're kind of dirty. I apologize. They say Prada Milano, and on the heel too. But yeah, I find these so classy. Like these are never gonna go out of style. Like these just go with everything. They're a classic loafer, that's important to me when I buy designer. Like I wanna make sure that like the pieces aren't gonna go out of fashion, which is why the 2005 Prada Re-Edition nylon bag was so like not my vibe. Like I'm surprised I actually like ended up buying it because it was such a trendy piece, and I guess like because I justified it because it was like black, and like black is like, it doesn't really go out of style, but like the nylon is very trendy, so that's why I'm like I shouldn't have. Anyway, it is what it is. And yeah, so these are the loafers. I love these so much. No regrets buying these. 10 out of 10 for these. I wear them so often in the summer and the fall, and they go with so much. Like they're just a classic loafer that I can literally wear for the rest of my life. definitely worth the money, worth the splurge. And the last section is going to be designer necklaces. So if you guys watch my jewelry collection as of recent, my updated jewelry collection, you guys have seen these pieces. If you have not, I'll have a little swipe in here of the video of my newest jewelry collection where I actually introduced these 2 necklaces to you guys, but I'm actually gonna just review them here and show them to you guys and let you know if I think they were worth the price or not. So first things first, I purchased in December or late November a Dior pearl choker necklace. I believe it's called the Montaigne choker necklace or something like that. I'll have it linked down below the name. This is what the choker looks like. It is stunning. Like the pearls are so pretty on this. It's just such a classic piece. So I paid $1,050 for this one, which is so worth the price in my opinion. It's definitely like such a classy piece. Like I said, like I just find this goes with so much. You can dress it up, you can dress it down. This is never gonna go out of style like gold hardware. The pearls are just so classy. I know it's a choker, which tends to be more of like a trendy like jewelry piece, but it's still, I don't know, like I find it so classy and just like it's just, even though it's a choker, it's not gonna go out of style. Like I find this is just like, it's a classic piece. Like it's stunning and I'm so happy with it. Like definitely worth what I spent on it. And the last piece is a necklace from Chanel. So this one was definitely a pretty penny. I believe with tax I ended up paying about, oh, I have the receipt here. So with tax I ended up spending just over $2,000 for this piece from Chanel. Spoiler, it was worth it. This is such a classic Chanel piece. Like just stunning. It's never gonna go out of fashion. This when I see this, it screams like Chanel to me. So it has like the pearls and like the classic C logo on it. I'm actually gonna take it out of its thing and show you guys. So this is what the pearls look like. And like the C, as you guys can see. Like when I see these necklaces, they scream Chanel to me. Like they're so classic. You can wear it long like this. I'm not gonna do it, but like you can wear it double. You can wear it as like a choker and then have the rest like dangling. It's just such a versatile piece. And like I said, it like screams Chanel. So when I see this, like to me, it's just classic. I've said it in my jewelry collection. I feel like this is like a collector's piece. It was just screaming at me. Like I was like, oh my God, it's not gold, which you guys know at this point that I love gold hardware and that I'm like used to it. But to me, this was just like the classic Chanel like look. So I decided to go with the silver. They didn't have this in gold anyway. And the pearls kind of give like a warm look to it anyway. So I figured like it kind of did what it needed to do for the warmness for me. But yeah, I do not regret. This is 10 out of 10 also. Such a classic piece that I will always have in my collection that I'll be able to pass down to friends or family or kids if ever I decide to have kids. It's such a classic piece that I'm literally gonna cherish in my collection forever. So for the most part, I would say a lot of my designer purchases have been really well thought out. I haven't really like splurge too impulsively. I tend to like really think about it before I purchase something. I don't just like impulsively buy, although I did with the Prada bag, but clearly that's the only piece that I kind of regret buying. So definitely I'm in love so far with my designer collection. I love the collection that I'm building for myself. Let me know if you guys have any of the pieces that I mentioned in this video, and if you do, what you think about them, if you regret buying them or if you love them. And let me know if you do like any of the pieces for yourself, if any of them are on your wish list. I'd love to know. I love talking about this stuff with you guys. I'd love to share like what's on my wish list with you guys for this year. Don't forget to leave this video a big thumbs up for me. That would make my day. And also feel free to hit that subscribe button down below if you've not already, and join our little fam here over on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next week with another new video. Bye!